Are your dieting cycles training your gut to crave junk food even when you're not hungry?
Welcome to Dr. Mercola's Cellular Wisdom. Stay informed with quick, easy-to-listen summaries of our latest articles, perfect for when you're on the go. No reading required. Subscribe for free at mercola.com for the latest health insights.
Hello, and welcome to Dr. Mercola's Cellular Wisdom. Today we're looking at how repeated restriction and binging reshape your gut microbiota and push you toward compulsive overeating. I'm Ethan Foster, and we'll examine what current research shows about this gut-brain loop, how it fuels binge-eating patterns, and which concrete steps help you calm inflammation and regain control.
I'm Alara Sky. The core idea is straightforward. When you bounce between strict dieting and indulgence, your microbiome shifts in ways that increase cravings for ultra-processed, calorie-dense food. Evidence links binge eating disorder with fewer beneficial microbes and more inflammation, which disrupts mood, impulse control, and fullness signals. Animal work even shows that microbiota from yo-yo dieters can transfer binge-like behavior to healthy recipients, highlighting how powerful these gut changes are.
Binge eating disorder is marked by unusually large intakes in short periods with a sense of loss of control, often followed by guilt or distress. It's associated with obesity, depression, and metabolic disease. A key finding from human research is lower levels of beneficial bacteria, including Akkermansia and Bifidobacterium, alongside species tied to inflammation. This microbial pattern interacts with dopamine systems that shape reward, motivation, and impulse control, making high-reward foods harder to resist.
The restrict binge cycle doesn't just reflect habits, it modifies the gut-brain axis that drives behavior. Dieting and overeating increase sensitivity to food cues like smell and sight, and that heightened reactivity persists. As inflammation rises, signaling between your gut and brain is disrupted. Satiety messages weaken, mood becomes more volatile, and the reward circuitry skews toward short-term relief from ultra-processed foods, reinforcing the very cycle you want to break.
In animal models, repeated restriction followed by access to calorie-dense foods shifted the microbiome toward patterns that promote fat storage and inflammation. Chemical messages from the gut then amplified activity in brain regions tied to reward and compulsivity. Strikingly, transferring gut bacteria from those yo-yo dieted animals into healthy ones induced similar junk food cravings, even without prior exposure to a Western diet. That points to a biological driver you can target.
Start by checking your gut status before major diet changes. Use your day-to-day symptoms as feedback. Note bloating after meals, constipation, frequent loose stools, or strong reactions to specific foods. If these are common, your gut is likely irritated or imbalanced. Pushing complex carbohydrates while inflamed often backfires. Respect what your digestion is telling you so you can choose foods your system can handle right now.
In the early healing stage, avoid fiber-heavy carbohydrates that ferment quickly in an irritated gut, such as dense whole grains and large servings of leafy or cruciferous vegetables. These can increase gas, bloating, and inflammation when your lining is vulnerable. Instead, choose gentle, easy-to-digest carbohydrates like whole fruits and white rice. Once your digestion is smooth and regular, you can expand strategically without triggering flare-ups.
Eliminate ultra-processed carbohydrates completely. Cut products made with vegetable oils high in linoleic acid and refined additives. Think cookies, breakfast cereals, store-bought baked goods, and granola bars. These items destabilize your microbiome, drive inflammation, and drain energy over time. Removing them lowers the noise on your gut-brain signaling so you can recognize real hunger and satiety more reliably.
Fuel your cells with enough carbohydrates to support recovery. Your body runs best on glucose, and prolonged low-carb patterns can stress your system. Aim for about 250 grams of healthy carbs per day from sources like fresh fruit and white rice. When your gut is ready, bring in cooked root vegetables, and eventually add well-tolerated whole grains. This approach supports mitochondrial function while respecting your current digestive capacity.
Once digestion stabilizes, repair the damage left by yo-yo dieting by rebuilding your microbial community. The article emphasizes restoring beneficial strains that promote butyrate, a short-chain fatty acid that helps heal your gut lining, lowers inflammation, and improves nutrient absorption. Targeted probiotics that increase butyrate production work best after you've calmed the terrain. Adding them too early, while inflamed, reduces their ability to take hold.
Human data also explain why you may not feel satisfied, even after large meals. Reduced microbial diversity limits the production of metabolites that normally help regulate fullness and mood. Inflammation from a disrupted gut weakens the gut lining and scrambles signals to your brain. This combination heightens emotional eating and impulsivity, making it difficult to stop once a binge begins. Restoring balance improves the reward response and makes deliberate choices easier.
To translate this into action. First, track digestive signs for 1 week to determine your current tolerance. Second, move to easy-to-digest carbohydrates, fruit and white rice, while removing ultra-processed foods and linoleic acid-heavy oils. Third, set a daily carbohydrate target around 250 grams to support energy and recovery. Fourth, when symptoms settle, add cooked root vegetables, and later, well-tolerated whole grains. Finally, introduce probiotics that promote butyrate to stabilize your results.
You might wonder whether someone else's gut bacteria can influence your behavior. In controlled animal work, the answer is yes. Microbiota from yo-yo dieters led healthy animals to develop strong junk food cravings. You might also ask if this is just willpower. The evidence shows a biological push and pull between your gut and brain that amplifies cravings during restriction and keeps you hypersensitive to food cues until the underlying inflammation and microbial imbalance are addressed.
Here's your challenge. For the next 14 days, remove ultra-processed foods and oils. Set a clear daily target of 250 grams of carbohydrates from fruit and white rice, and log 3 digestive markers after each meal: bloating, stool pattern, and energy. When those markers consistently improve, add 1 serving of cooked root vegetables per day and reassess. If stability holds for a full week, begin a butyrate-supporting probiotic.
Thank you for watching Dr. Mercola's Cellular Wisdom. We'll see you on the next episode.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe now and click the notification bell so you never miss an update. See you in the next video.